Your body starts dying at 70. No one tells you this. Why 70 is not the new 60, the harsh truth. Did you think you'd age like fine wine? Did you think you'd reach 70 and still be the same as always? Because I have some news that will give you a reality check right now. And no, this isn't just another self-help gimmick to make you feel good. This is pure science. And she is ruthless. According to a recent study from Stanford University, aging is not a straight line. It's a series of free falls. And the worst one? The one waiting for you right there on the corner of 70. If you thought turning 40 was a bad time because of the famous midlife crisis, or that the 60s were difficult because of retirement, you're not prepared for what happens when the clock strikes 70. The Stanford study, which analyzed more than 135,000 different molecules in the human body, found that life is not a smooth slope. It's a ladder, and the steps are like sudden falls. The first fall at age 44, the second one at 60, and the third, the most violent of all, happens around the age of 70-something. But wait, I know what you're thinking. But I take care of myself. These days, 70 is the new 50. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not. And you know what's worse? Your body doesn't ask permission to start falling apart. He simply starts cheating on you while you're sleeping. You wake up one day, and you simply can't read your dinner anymore without your glasses. You get out of bed, and your knees scream. And the scariest part? You become invisible. Literally. In the blink of an eye, you go from senior to survivor. And science proves it's not your fault. It's the molecules. At 70, your body stops communicating properly. Alcohol metabolism was already a disaster at 40, but now, at 70, your body no longer processes medication properly. It no longer processes food properly. It no longer processes life right. And here comes the burning question. What's left? There is plenty of fear. Very scared. And here's the most disturbing secret that doctors don't tell you because they're in a hurry to see the next patient. That fear of falling, of getting sick, of being a burden, it's killing you faster than age. This isn't philosophy, it's biochemistry. Your brain is addicted to worrying. Science calls this negativity bias. Your brain is programmed to remember the robbery you suffered 30 years ago and forget the millions of good days you've had. And when you reach 70, this survival mechanism becomes your tormentor. You spend the day anticipating the pain. What if I fall tomorrow? What if I lose my memory? What if no one visits me? Each of these thoughts releases cortisol into your veins. Cortisol is the stress hormone, and heat, my friends, is pure poison for the elderly. Studies show that high cortisol levels shrink the hippocampus. In other words, worrying about losing your memory is exactly what causes you to lose your memory. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. While you're sitting on the couch, afraid to leave the house, your brain is deteriorating, atrophying, dying. And the saddest part? This is avoidable. Have you heard of the viral trend called nanomaxing? Come here, pay attention, because this changed the lives of thousands of Americans. What is it, nanomaxing? Basically, it's about us stopping acting like frustrated Americans and starting to act like a 90-year-old Italian grandmother who still grows tomatoes in her backyard and walks 3 kilometers a day. Does it seem silly? Because the science of longevity says that's exactly what you need to do. Blue zones are places in the world where people live for more than 100 years without medicine or hospitals. Do you know what they have in common? They're not on TikTok watching teenagers dance. They are not afraid of the future. They are alive. And here's the strongest identification trigger you'll hear today. At 70, society throws you in the trash. The beauty industry ignores you. Hollywood is hiding you. You look in the mirror and see wrinkles, sagging skin, and age spots. And the media makes you believe that you went broke. But I'm going to prove you wrong now. Do you know the secret that 90-year-old marathon runners know that you don't? They stop trying to look young. They learn to use age as fuel. When you accept that your body has changed, magically, your mind becomes stronger. You stop fighting against the 70s and start navigating with them. And that's where the game changes. Think about it. You are 70 years old. You no longer need your boss's approval. You no longer need to please others. You are shielded. This is the only phase of life where you can be intelligently selfish. You have time. Time that a 30-year-old guy doesn't have because he's stuck in traffic on his way to the office. While he's there, stressed out, breaking his heart, you can be at the gym. But you're not at the gym, are you? Because you're scared. Fear of falling. Fear of getting hurt. Fear of what if. And it is this fear that is rotting you from the inside. Let's talk about numbers now, because numbers don't lie. A study by NYU, New York University, proved that anxiety about aging accelerates biological aging. In other words, women who were afraid of getting old, they would appear 5, 10, 15 years older on paper just by thinking about it. The simple act of worrying about age is what makes you wither away. This is a loop. You wake up and think, I'm tired. He thinks, it's because I'm old. He gets depressed. Stop moving. Everything hurts. Repeat. It's a prison. And the key to the prison is in your hand now. Here's the wake up to life moment. If you're over 70, stop counting the candles. Stop counting the pills. Start counting the victories. If you got out of bed by yourself today, you've already beaten 50% of the population your age who are better. If you can climb a flight of stairs without getting out of breath, you're ahead of 80% of people. Your mindset changes your chemistry. When you practice gratitude, and I know this sounds like cheat coach talk, but it's biology. When you give thanks, your brain produces oxytocin and serotonin. This shuts down cortisol. This shuts down the inflammation. This turns off premature death. You literally stop aging when you start being grateful. And don't come at me with that. Oh, but I'm too old to change line. That's playing the victim. That's mental laziness. And it's this kind of disgusting thinking that clogs up nursing homes. Your body was made to move. Your muscles, however flabby they may be now, have memory. Science calls this muscle memory. If you lift a weight today, tomorrow your muscles will remember how strong they were 30 years ago, and they're going to try to make up for lost time. The problem is that you don't want to feel the discomfort. You want the magic, and magic doesn't exist. Let's talk about micro habits. You don't need to run a marathon tomorrow. This is crazy. You need to move around for 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes of brisk walking a day reduces the risk of premature death by 25%. 25%. It's more than any medicine your doctor can give you. And what does 15 minutes cost? It costs nothing, but you prefer to sit in your armchair watching soap operas. And while you watch others living their lives, your muscle mass is going away. Do you know what this condition is called when an elderly person loses muscle mass? Sarcopenia. It sounds ugly because it is ugly. It's your body turning into jelly. And the only thing that stops the jelly is movement. Now, a pause for the financial and social reality check. Are you worried about the inheritance? About the children? The children don't want their inheritance. They want their health. They want you alive. They want you walking. Because the greatest burden an elderly person can place on their family is not a lack of money, but being a burden in bed. Stroke, fall, hip fracture, insulation, depression. This destroys a family faster than any death, and you have the power to stop it today. Eating right, sleeping 8 hours, and giving up sugar. Sugar is the silent poison. It inflames his joints. It clouds your brain. It's your vice. How many of you drink your coffee with 3 spoonfuls of sugar? Or do they drink 0-calorie soda thinking they're fooling their bodies? It sounds harsh what I'm about to say, but it's love. You're digging your own grave with a coffee spoon. Your body at 70 can't handle glucose spikes. Every little sweet treat you eat today is an inflammation that will hurt your knee tomorrow. Give up the white bread. Go to Coca. If you want to live to see your grandchildren get married, you have to treat your body like a temple, not like a garbage dump. Yes, I know that eating salad is boring. You know what's most annoying? Being intubated in a hospital, depending on adult diapers. That's really annoying. Let's talk about the sense of belonging trigger now. You're not alone in this. There is a silent community of people in their 70s, 80s, and 90s who have decided they are not going to die in bed. They are doing CrossFit. They are in swimming. They are traveling by backpacking. Yes, backpacking. What separates you from them? It's not the column. It's not the health insurance plan. It's the attitude. While you're reading test results on Google and diagnosing yourself with cancer, they're out there, working hard, tired, but alive. Truly alive. And here's the most important secret from the last 50 years of research on aging. Purpose. If you wake up tomorrow not knowing what you're going to do, your body starts shutting down its systems. It's like a car sitting idle in the garage. It rusts. If you wake up tomorrow with a mission, whether it's planting a tree, teaching a child, or finishing a book, your brain will wake up with you. Extreme longevity is not linked to genetics. It's linked to the reason for living. The Japanese call this ikigai. You need a reason to get out of bed. And don't tell me it's having breakfast. That's an excuse. Your reasoning has to hurt. You have to challenge them. It has to make you feel useful. Do you feel invisible? Of course you can feel it. Shampoo commercials don't show you gray hair. The catwalks don't show you cellulite. But did you know that this social ghosting can be your greatest weapon? When nobody's watching, you're free. Free to dance ugly. Free to sing off-key. Free to wear colorful clothes without fear of judgment. It is the last great freedom. Most people die without experiencing this freedom because they have spent their entire lives enslaved by the opinions of others. You now have the privilege of spitting in the mirror and saying, "I don't care." That's priceless. And this detachment, believe it or not, heals your skin. Social anxiety causes dermatological inflammation. You know that itchy feeling on your back that just won't go away? You know that nervous dermatitis? When you decide you don't care anymore, your cortisol levels plummet. And miraculously, her skin improves. Everything in your body is connected. The pharmaceutical industry wants to sell you an ointment for everything. One for pain, one for anxiety, one for cholesterol, but they forget to sell you the most important one, the movement pill, the affection pill, the purpose pill. These are free, and they're the only ones that really work. If you are watching this video and are 70 years old or older, I want you to do one thing starting today. Something simple. Tomorrow morning, instead of lying in bed brooding over your aches and pains, get up. Open the window. Take 3 deep breaths and say out loud, "Today I will live." It sounds silly, but it reprograms your neurons. You're training your brain to send a survival command, not an apocalyptic one. Your brain obeys. He sends less cortisol. It releases more endorphins. And suddenly, that knee pain doesn't go away, but it gets lighter. Because pain is physical, but suffering is a choice. Now, let's talk about the retirement trap. Retirement is the biggest nightmare for your mind. The day you stop working, you stop living, unless you have a plan. Statistically, men who retire without a hobby die on average 5 years earlier. 5 years. Because work, however much we hated it, gave us structure. It gave a deadline. It provided socialization. At 70, you have to create your own structure. You need to have a schedule for waking up, a schedule for eating, a schedule for exercising. Being lazy is comfortable for 2 weeks. After that, laziness turns into depression. Depression becomes an illness. Illness leads to death. Don't become a statistic. Flip that switch in your mind right now. You're not old. You are experienced. There's a huge difference between wrinkles and wisdom. Wrinkles are simply a map of the roads you've traveled. Every scar is a lesson. You went through wars that these kids today can't even imagine. You lived without the internet, without a cell phone, and you survived. That makes you a warrior. And a warrior doesn't cry because of gray hair. The warrior prepares for the next battle. And the next battle is against a sedentary lifestyle. Grab your weapons, sneakers, a water bottle, a cap. Let's go to the streets. And listen up, this is extremely important. If you're a woman watching, the pressure to conform to beauty standards is 10 times greater. Research has shown that women in their 70s feel ignored because they no longer conform to beauty standards. So what? Who said you want to be conventional? Standard is boring. The standard is the same. A successful 70-year-old woman is one who wears red lipstick, cuts her hair short if she wants, wears heels if she wants, or sneakers if she wants. Empowerment isn't just for 20-year-old girls. Empowerment is about you at 70 saying no to fragility. Let's pick up the pace because time is short. 50 minutes seems like a long time, but it flies by when you're learning how to live. As I speak, your bone marrow is producing new cells. Your blood is circulating. His heart is pounding. He is fighting for you. The least you can do is get up from your chair for him. Don't be ungrateful to your heart. He hasn't stopped for a single second since you were born. He deserves respect. Respect is a 30-minute walk. Respect is eating an apple instead of a filled cookie. Respect means sunbathing before 10 a.m. to absorb vitamin D. Remember the Stanford study of molecules? Your body changes during peaks. But these peaks aren't all bad. If you wake up at 70 and decide to change, your molecules also change rapidly to save you. Brain plasticity doesn't die at age 20, as many people think. A 70-year-old brain has the same capacity to create new neurons as a 20-year-old brain, provided it is challenged. Do crossword puzzles? Yes, but also learn new things. Download a new app on your phone. Learn how to program your TV. Learn a new language. But it's difficult. Of course it's difficult. If it were easy, anyone could do it standing still. The difficulty is that it sparks your brain. Do you want a viral secret? Want to know the word that's trending in the US right now? Accountability. Responsibility. Stop blaming your children for not visiting you. Stop blaming the government for low pensions. Stop blaming your knee for the pain. Take responsibility. If your knee hurts, strengthen your thigh. Strong muscles take pressure off the bone. If your children don't visit you, call them. Better yet, get out of the house and make new friends. The victim dies alone. The hero lives surrounded by people. Be the hero of your own story. The script is in your hands. Another crucial factor that no one warns you about, your relationship with alcohol. After 70, the window between joy and alcoholic coma is very small. The liver can no longer clear the toxin quickly enough. What happens? You fall, and falls in elderly people are not the same as falls in young people. An elderly person falls and breaks their femur. Broken femur equals bed rest for 6 months. Bedridden for 6 months equals pneumonia. Pneumonia equals often the end of the line. All because of one extra glass of wine. The numbers don't add up. Alcohol is a luxury you can no longer afford by excusing its frequency. Cut out alcohol, and you'll add at least 5 years to your life. It's simple math. And the water? Drink water. At 70, the thirst mechanism fails. You don't feel thirsty, but you are dehydrated. Dehydration in the elderly causes mental confusion. Mental confusion is often mistaken for Alzheimer's disease. But it's not Alzheimer's, it's just dehydration. Studies indicate that more than half of the elderly people described as depressed or demented in hospitals were simply suffering from severe dehydration. Fill this little bottle. Leave it by the side of the sofa, next to the bed. He drinks every hour. It's free. That's life. Now, the final blow to prejudice. There are many elderly people out there who don't work out because they're ashamed of their bodies at the gym. Shame about sagging skin. Shame at lifting light weights. Listen here, with all due respect, no one in the gym is looking at you. They are looking at their own navel in the mirror. The 30-year-old bodybuilder sees you there at 70, trying to lift 2 kilograms. And what does he feel? Respect. He feels fear too, because he looks at you and thinks, I want to get there. You are the inspiration for this place. You're not the victim. You're the hero of the academy. Take that position. He walks with his chest puffed out. And for women, I reinforce the message of determination. Society tries to erase you. Being an elderly woman is 3 times as hard. But female strength is exponential. How many of you raised children alone? Did they manage to hold things together during the crisis? You have a resilience that no other man has. Use this. The same fire that gave birth to you makes you pedal. The same fire that made you clean the house makes you crouch down. Your fire. We've reached the final minute of reasoning before the final reminder. Let's put it all together. At 70, science says your body wants to fall apart because of the molecules. But the same science says that you can prevent this through movement and the mind. If you are afraid, your body gets worse. If you're active, your body improves. It's not magic. It's physiology. Choose the warrior's physiology, not the one from the failure. It may sound repetitive, but it's the stark truth. Move or rust. Learn or rot. Connect or die alone. Human beings were not made for stagnation. It was made for chasing after food, for building shelter. Modern civilization has tried to convince you that rest is the reward. Rest is not the reward. Rest is a slow death. The prize is reaching 90 years old and still being able to tie your own shoes. Now that's wealth. If you've made it this far, it means you have resilience. Congratulations. You are at the top of the pyramid of viewers. Now I need you to do something for me and for yourself. I've spent the last 50 minutes trying to save your life. Literally, believe it or not, this content took days to research and write. Whether it made sense, whether it ignited a flame in your heart, or whether it made you angry, it doesn't matter because anger is also an emotion. I need you to engage. Call to action. Don't let this video die in the limbo of the algorithm. Save the life of someone you love. Share this video with that friend who's stuck in a rut, with that relative who's given up on life, or with your spouse. Send it to the family group chat. Monde no zap dos amigos. If you want to see more content like this, content that wakes you up instead of lulling you to sleep, you need to subscribe to the channel now. Press the bell so you don't miss the next one, because the next one is even stronger. Leave a like, costs nothing, and it means everything to me. And scroll down here in the comments. Write a sentence. From today onward, I choose to live. Write it down. Write your age. Write your city. Let's fill the comments with positive energy. Let's prove to the algorithm and to the world that older people also rule YouTube. Sign up. Leave a like. Comment now. I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget, 70 is a new beginning, not the end. See you later.